start a new topic. We have completed almost that lesson. Then few more topic is remaining. We have already completed agro-based industries and mineral-based industry, mainly iron and steel and aluminium smelting industries. And few more industries are remaining. Which industries? Mineral-based industries are remaining. I am giving few important points about this topic, and all other remaining facts you should read the textbook and make it clear. The next important topic is chemical industries. As you know that chemical industry is also one of the most important industrial sector in India. Indian chemical industry occupies very important place in the industrial sector of Asia and as well as in the world. In India, we produce two types of chemicals. One is organic chemical and inorganic chemicals. Inorganic chemical industry produce sulfuric acid, nitric acid, soda ash, etc. These different products used for manufacturing different other products. These inorganic chemical industries widely spread over the country, which is spread over a wide part of India, because the raw material used for these industries are light in weight, which can be transported very easily. But organic chemical industry, which produce mainly petrochemicals, which is used to make pharmaceuticals, drugs, paints, etc. This organic chemical industry mainly concentrated near the oil refineries or coal mines, because they use petroleum products as the important raw material. As it is very heavy and bulky, which is difficult to transport, so organic chemical industry and confined near the oil refineries and coal mines. Inorganic chemical industries widely spread over the country. These 2 points you should keep in your mind. The next important is fertilizer industries. In India, fertilizing industrial sectors which produce 4 important types of fertilizers. They are nitrogenous fertilizers, phosphatic fertilizers, complex fertilizers, and urea, potash, urea, etc. These are the 4 important fertilizers produced in India. And the next important industrial sector is cement industrial sector. Cement industrial sector is also fast growing industrial sector in India, which use 4 important raw materials. They are limestone, alumina, silica and gypsum. Silica, gypsum, alumina, limestone are the 4 important raw material used for the cement industrial sector. That also keep in your mind. The next 2 important sectors are remaining. One is automobile industrial sector and IT, information and communication technology centers. Automobile centers, as everyone knows that, which produce different types of automobiles for passenger vehicles and as well as for carrying goods. Okay, there are different parts in India which are located and these produce different types of vehicles. IT industrial sector also produce different types of equipments like a telephone, telegram, pages, etc., mobile phones, etc., etc. That is also fast growing. That means this point you should keep in your mind. Just I have mentioned about chemical industry, fertilizer industry, cement industry, automobile and IT industrial sector. This is the next important topic. You should keep this point in your mind. Let's recall these important question answers. By that time I will discuss more. Next part is industrial pollution. That is one of the most important topic in this chapter that we can discuss after just recalling the points what we have just explained. Okay?
Dear children, these are the important question answers what we have just explained now. First question, write a short note on chemical industries. If 3 mark question comes, you should write all these points. First point, the chemical industry contributes approximately 3% of income towards GDP. Don't forget 3%. Second point, It occupies third largest in Asia and the 12th place in the world. Next is important. There are two types of chemicals produced in our country. One is inorganic chemicals and organic chemicals. Then we can just explain difference between inorganic and organic. Okay. First point is inorganic chemicals, which produce sulfuric acid, nitric acid, alkalis, soda ash and caustic soda. And here sulfuric acid is used to manufacture fertilizers, synthetic fibers, plastics, paint, and soda ash is used to make glass, soap, detergent, paper, etc. Don't forget this point. Okay. The next is very important. These industries, that means inorganic chemical industries, are widely spread over the country because raw materials are easily available and easy to transport. If any question comes, why is inorganic industry widely spread over the country? You can write raw materials are easily available and they are easy to transport. That's why they are widely spread over the country. Okay. Next is organic chemicals. Organic chemicals include petrochemicals, which are used for manufacturing synthetic fibers, plastics, drugs and pharmaceutical. Organic chemicals used for manufacturing synthetic fibers, plastics, pharmaceuticals and drugs. Organic chemical industries are located near oil refineries or petrochemical plants because raw materials are bulky and difficult to transport. This is most important. Organic chemical industries are confined near these oil refineries because petrochemicals are bulky and heavy, which is difficult to transport. But inorganic chemical industries are widely spread over the country. Okay. Next question. Which are the different types of fertilizers produced in our country? Answer. The first one, nitrogenous fertilizers, phosphatic fertilizers, then ammonium phosphate. Fourth one, complex fertilizers which have a combination of nitrogen, phosphate and potash. These are the four types of important fertilizers produced in our country. Nitrogenous, phosphatic, ammonium phosphate and complex fertilizers. Learn by heart these points too. And the next question, which are the raw materials used for cement industry? The answer, limestone, silica, alumina and gypsum. Limestone, silica, alumina and gypsum. Next, when and where was the first cement plant set up in India? It is in Chennai in 1904. Okay. Next, automobile industry. Just read. Automobile industry provide vehicle for quick transport of goods, services and passengers. Trucks, buses, cars, multi-utility vehicles are manufactured in India at various centers. You just read it and make it clear. Okay. The next is information technology and electronic industry. The electronic industry covers a wide range of products from transistor sets to television, telephones, computers, etc. Bangalore is known as the electronic capital of India, where many IT and electronic industrial sectors are located in Bangalore. Software technology parks of India, which provided more job opportunities, and it spreads over a wide part of India. Software technology park we will be discussing later. It is important for the map question. Okay.
Next topic is industrial pollution and environmental degradation. In the very first class, we have discussed that industries strengthen the economy. Industries are the very important factor which develop the economy of a country. That means industries have many positive impacts. That already we studied. Now we are discussing another factor, that is industries and how industries cause pollution. That means demerits of industries. Merits we already explained. Now we are discussing about demerits. As everyone knows that industries cause different types of pollution. How? How do industries pollute the environment? What are the causes? What are the different types of pollution caused by the industries? And how can we prevent this industrial pollution? What are the different steps to be taken to prevent industrial pollution? That we are discussing in the last part of this chapter. It's very easy because you can write the answers in your own sentences, your own language, because it is very easy to learn. Okay, and as you know that industries cause 4 different types of pollution. One is air pollution, water pollution, noise pollution, thermal pollution. 4 types of pollution. The first one is air pollution. As you know that air pollution is caused by the emission of undesirable gases like carbon monoxide and from industry to the atmosphere. Industries emit different types of pollutants, and these gases which cause air pollution, which may cause different types of diseases. This pollution or this discharge of this or emission of these undesirable gases which pollute the environment. You might have heard about the Bhopal gas tragedy. Okay, in Bhopal gas plant, methyl isocyanate was leaked. You already learned, which resulted lots of damages and destruction and deaths in Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and like that way industries cause pollution or atmosphere pollution or air pollution. The second one is water pollution. How is water pollution caused? And industries cause water pollution mainly due to the discharge of waste materials and industrial effluents from the industry to the river. Industries discharge their waste material into the rivers. This may cause water pollution. This may affect water organisms, and as well as this may cause different types of health hazards for the humans too. Okay, and third one is noise pollution. Nothing is to mention more. Industries cause loud noise. This loud noise of the generators and machines etc., which may cause different types of diseases, which may increase blood pressure and heart attack and many other diseases, and which also cause different types of problems for the people, and as well as which may cause pollution to the environment also. The last one is thermal pollution. Thermal pollution is mainly caused due to the discharge of hot water, that means chemical water mainly from the thermal power plant and other refineries, petroleum refineries. They release that hot water or chemical water into the rivers. This increase the temperature of this oceanic region or water bodies. This may cause climatical problems or climatical imbalance and environmental problems. That means these 4 types of pollution, and besides that you can say one more. Industries also discharge the waste material into the land or soil. Then soil also get polluted. These different types of pollution which may cause environmental degradation, which may cause climatical imbalance, which may also create different health hazards for the people, and which may affect the life of all living organisms. Okay, that means it is very important that we should minimize this pollution. What steps, here comes a question, what steps can be taken to minimize this environmental pollution that we are discussing in the next topic? What steps to be taken to minimize environmental pollution, or how can we prevent this industrial pollution that we are discussing in the next part? Okay? The steps to be taken to prevent environmental degradation. First we discussed about air pollution. Now we are just discussing how can we reduce air pollution. We can reduce air pollution by fixing smokestacks. Smokestacks and electrostatic precipitators which can absorb pollutants, air pollutants. We can fix these smokestacks to factories by which we can reduce the pollutants caused by industries. And besides that, using oil, natural oil or natural gas instead of coal and petroleum in industries. That means which can reduce the pollutants caused by the industries. Another important and very important method which can prevent air pollution and all types of pollution is the afforestation. By planting more trees, we can reduce the pollutants, or trees can grasp or absorb the pollutants in the atmosphere, from the atmosphere. That means planting trees or afforestation which can make lots of changes or can reduce the pollutant or pollution. And then water pollution can be reduced by treating or purifying industrial effluents and waste material before releasing them into the rivers. Before releasing these industrial effluents into the rivers, the effluents must be purified or treated. Okay, and where there is scarcity of water, reduce the amount of groundwater used for industrial sector. And besides that, rainwater harvesting is the best method, one of the most important or best method by which we can reduce the pollution, or we can reduce the water scarcity also, rainwater harvesting. And noise pollution can be reduced by fitting silencers, by using new and advanced technologies or machines in the industrial sector, which can reduce the noise rate or sound of these from that generators and machines, etc. Thermal pollution also can be reduced by treating the waste material. That means the hot water from the industries must be treated before releasing them into the rivers. Besides all, we the citizens must be very cautious, must be aware about these problems. Okay, that already you have studied 3 R's. Reduce, reuse and recycle. That is the best strategy for reducing environmental pollution. My dear children, you may have many points. You can write that points. Very few points I have told you. And already some points are given in the textbook. That also you should read it. Okay. And we have completed these lessons. From the first page onwards, first topic onwards, you should read. And if you have any doubts, you can call me at any time and clear your doubts. Okay, and textual questions are also important. You have to find out the answers of the textual questions and also write in your notebook. You don't depend only the notebook what I am giving to you. Read the textbook and find out the extra questions and study it. In the next class, we are starting the economics lesson. Okay, geography we completed, an economics lesson. Before that, this lesson should be studied thoroughly. We can recall the points what we have just mentioned now. Okay, thank you.
Children, listen the next question, important question. How do industries pollute the environment? Industries cause different types of pollution. First one is air pollution. Air pollution is caused by the presence of high proportion of undesirable gases such as sulfur dioxide and carbon monoxide. Is it okay? Next point. Smoke emitted from the industries contain different types of pollutants also cause air pollution. Water pollution. Second one, it is caused by the organic and inorganic industrial waste and effluents discharged into the water bodies before purifying. It causes water pollution, affects water organisms too. Next, paper, pulp, chemical, textile industries, petroleum refineries that let out dyes, detergents, acids, heavy metals like lead, mercury, etc. also pollute the water bodies. Fly ash, phosphogypsum and iron and steel slags are the major solid waste in India which also cause soil pollution or land pollution. Okay. Next is thermal pollution. Thermal pollution occurs when hot water from factories and thermal power plants is drained into rivers and ponds before cooling. Hot water means here chemical water, water containing different types of chemical from especially thermal power plants. Next, waste from nuclear power plants cause cancers, birth defects, miscarriages, etc. Dumping of waste, especially harmful chemicals, industrial effluents makes the soil pollutant. Not only water, dumping of this waste material into the soil also makes soil polluted. Okay. Next, noise pollution. Unwanted sound produced from the industry is an irritant and a source of stress. It causes hearing impairment, increased heart rate, blood pressure, etc. Industrial and construction activities, factory equipments, generators also make a lot of noise and cause noise pollution. Next important question. Discuss the steps to be taken to minimize environmental degradation by industry. What steps can be taken to reduce industrial pollution or environmental pollution? First point, minimizing use of water by reusing, recycling and reducing 3 R's. Next, harvesting of rainwater where there is water scarcity. Next point, treating hot water and industrial effluents before releasing them in rivers and ponds. Next, overdrawing of groundwater needs to be regulated where there is water scarcity. Next, particulate matter in the air can be reduced by fitting smokestacks to factories with electrostatic precipitators. This must be used in the industrial centers. Smoke can be reduced by using oil or gas instead of coal. Next, machineries and equipments can be used and generators should be fitted with silencers by which we can reduce noise pollution. Okay. Last point, machineries can be redesigned to increase energy efficiency and reduce noise. Next, noise absorbing materials may be used, especially in industrial factories. Last point and very important point is afforestation. By planting trees, we can reduce the pollutants in the air by which we can reduce environmental degradation. My dear children, study these all question and answers and write in your notebook, read your textbook and prepare this lesson for the exams. And we have completed the lesson, geography lesson. In the next class, be ready with your economics textbook. We will be discussing or starting the next economics lesson. Okay, thank you.